Basically talked about scrolling patterns, which scrolling patterns involve either I want to change the timing of the pattern or I want to change the distance. So if I'm starting on one side of the room and I want to move to the other, I can use the different patterns to adjust kind of where I am. We talked about, the first thing we talked about was changing the number of counts in a sugar push. So we did sugar push a couple different ways, right? As a reminder, our standard sugar push is 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6. So if I wanted to add walks at the beginning, it would look something like this. Walk, 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 trip, full step, trip, full step. If I want to add walks and go the other direction, it's going to be walk, walk, trip, full step, walk, 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 trip, full step. Do the same thing with the left side pass, right? If I want to go this direction, I'm going to go walk, walk, trip, full step, walk, walk, trip, full step. And also, left side passes obviously is kind of one direction or the other, moving wise. So you can do the same thing with a right side pass. We didn't show it. We do walk, walk, trip, full step, walk, walk, trip, full step. We also talked about adding walks changes the pattern. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work. So you have to be very clear about kind of your intention as a lead, kind of which way you're going, because you are changing the timing of the pattern, which is kind of unusual. So anytime you break from that, you should be really clear about what you're doing. With that pattern, the second kind of pattern we talked about is actually moving the slot kind of in rotation. So we took a sugar tuck and we did walk, walk, trip, full step. Instead of doing normal sugar tuck footwork, I'm going to go around, trip, full step. All right, we also can do this as a 6-count version. We also did it as an 8-count, so this direction. So we did walk, walk, trip, full step, walk, walk, trip, full step. The main thing here is I'm trying to keep the follower in one place as I'm walking around, and I'm using the connection in the hand to do that. I'm also taking as big a steps as I need to kind of get around in that interval. The last pattern we talked about was built off a left side pass with an inside roll. So just a reminder, left side pass with inside roll is walk, walk, trip, full step, trip, full step. So what I'm doing here is the first thing I'm doing, we did this kind of intermediate pattern, which also you can lead socially as well. So walk, walk, trip, full step, trip, full step. So the main thing is when I get to 3, when the first time I see her back, I'm going to make connection essentially with that shoulder blade that I want. Trip, full step. All right. So we turned that into a telemark. So we did, instead of the 5 and 6, instead of anchoring in place, we're going around the follow. So we're going to walk, walk, trip, full step, trip, full step. Do this one time on the other side. So walk, walk, trip, full step, trip, full step. Remember, I'm using the connection to kind of get around in that case. And I've got options if I want to lead this pattern into close, which is what I did there, or I can lead into open, step, trip, full step. But I've got to take bigger steps and add more energy to get around. I showed you guys kind of the what the building block is into, which they take the telemarket and make it what's called a flyby. Essentially, we're going to lead this pattern. Actually, lead this way. So instead of catching and close, what I'm going to do, walk, walk, I'm going to establish connection here, and I'm going to add a turn for myself, landing over. All right. Thank you guys so much. This is the class for tonight, so appreciate being here, and hopefully a chance to see you guys again.